utter joy, then making them is a complete breeze. I have to say, at home I am a one-woman cupcake factory. I make a batch very, very often. Start off with 4 ounces, 125 grams of butter, unsalted and soft. Another 125 grams, that's about half a cup, and a tablespoon of sugar. 125 grams, which is 3/4 of a cup, of flour. Although, you know, it's really easiest to think imperially here, which is to say 4 ounces of butter, 4 ounces of sugar, 4 ounces of flour, and then you halve that to get to the number of eggs you need. So 2, and if you're doing 8 ounces of everything, 4 eggs. Second egg in now. To add a little heft, a teaspoon of baking powder. I often use more, but I want these to be easy to decorate, which means I don't want them to rise too much, so just 1 teaspoon today. And half a teaspoon of bicarb, baking soda, and about 2 teaspoons of good vanilla, so we get complete vanilla gorgeousness here. And now, lid on to blitz. And now, about 2 tablespoons of milk with the motor running, just to help the batter get to a nice dropping consistency. All done. All we have to do is fill up those 12 empty cupcake cases. The only thing I would like to say now is don't panic. You will think you don't have enough batter to fill, but you really do. Every time I make these, I think, oh, I haven't got enough batter and I'm not going to fill every case, and every time I bake them, I am relieved to say I do. Just a dollop in each. The batter does rise, and they need to be baked for about 15 to 20 minutes in a preheated oven, 200 degrees centigrade or 400 Fahrenheit, so you don't even need to be very patient. There is not an occasion in life where I can't think of making a cupcake to celebrate. There are many ways to frost a cupcake, but these beauties deserve the best, which in my book is royal icing, aptly named. You need to start off with a dense cloud of icing sugar. I've got 350 grams here. It's got 3 cups, which you do need to sieve. And this is mixed together with 2 egg whites. If you don't want to use raw egg, then you can just replace the egg white with dried powdered egg whites. In with a second egg white. It's very easy work, but you need a modicum of patience, which I don't always have, because it takes about 5 minutes for the whites and sugar to be mixed together, and then you need another 2 minutes after putting a squirt of lemon juice in. But still, you wait till you see the final product. I have to say I am very glad I'm not doing this by hand. I have done it by hand. This is the easier option. I can just stand proudly and look. I'm going to make this, if it's possible to believe, both whiter and brighter with a squirt of lemon juice. Improves the taste as well. Perfect. And I am going to do something very unfamiliar and have a bit of a tidy up so I can get my little babies closer to me in time for their icing in a minute. And I think they look glorious and golden now, but you wait until you see them covered in a white of unparalleled intensity. Right, I'm not waiting any longer. I'm going to ice my cupcakes. I can't tell you how many cake sales I've done with this icing. And the thing about it is, the distinguishing point about royal icing, now that it's wet, is its glossiness. I mean, it looks to me like white patent leather, but as it dries, it goes so deeply, densely matte. Unbelievable. And the thing about that as well is I suppose I find they look almost ludicrously perfect, as if they're bought at a toy shop or something. I like a thick, thick white covering, like fresh snowfall. And what I like particularly is, as the icing drips down, it sets as if it's in suspended animation. And the wonderful thing about this icing is that it is both chic, if I may say so, and practical, because it looks beautiful, but it also will keep the cake fresh that little bit longer because it seals it in. Now I know, strictly speaking, it's not possible to improve on perfection, but just wait. Onto that snowy white topping, a daisy. And now, for my kitchen garden here, a pink rose, sugar pansy, and lovely red sugar rosebud, complete with leaf. I couldn't be any happier. My last rosebud here. I am now going to attempt to transfer them to a fittingly pretty serving plate. And the thing is, I'm not even good with my hands, and I feel I've created something beautiful here. It's enough to make anyone happy.